Okay guys, tonight I'm going to make my anti-rotation brackets for the tracks. I've got an idea. I'm going to start with the front. I think that's going to be the hardest. Then the back will be easier, I think. These are the brackets that came with it, and these will actually bolt right onto a 900 Ranger. These bolt onto the lower control arm, and you can see they sandwich in there. And then you've got your bracket right here that Heim joint goes to, that holds the anti-rotation bar. That ain't gonna work, and I don't really want to cut these all up because if I ever do upgrade someday, it's like $350 or something for the kit to mount these on. So if I cut a $350 kit up, that would be stupid, I think. So I've got an idea under here on how to do this. I'm gonna go to the original ball joint there. I think that's a good spot for these to kind of naturally go. Only thing is that stud is not big enough to hold that Heim joint and hold the ball joint. So basically what I'm having to do is make an extension. And I'm going to show you what I've got made up here. Okay, so basically there's my concept. You can see I got a spacer here, a square piece of square tubing that fit over the bolt. I welded a nut on that. That's actually going onto the original ball joint thread. Then the thread goes down into the spacer there, and then I have a bolt that I just cut off, and that's going to be welded inside this spacer here, and that's where the Heim joint's going to go to. I haven't got it welded in there quite yet. That's what I'm marking right now for the depth, and then I'm going to weld this stud onto there, and then I'll show you the whole thing once I get it welded up here. Okay, so there's my finished adapter. The bolt right there is just holding. I was just using it to make the depth of how far in that stud went, but it's fairly straight enough for what I'm doing here. I gotta let that cool, and then I'll get it on there. Probably give you a better perspective of what's actually going on. Okay, so here's the adapter. After all said and done there, all the welding, I just went around here to kind of give it a flatter edge for this Heim joint to sit on. So basically you stick it in the Heim joint, and I'm going to thread it on the ball joint here. Gotta get the right right angle here. Okay, so now I've got it started here. Not the easiest thing to do. These are spring loaded. Probably should have released some of the pressure so he wasn't fighting that, but my bolt's not welded on straight either, I don't think, which is probably causing me some trouble. Alright, there she's mounted. So there's what I've got. Something like that. Okay, so this is what I've got. Some of you are probably thinking, wow, that's going to bend as soon as you hit something with the tracks, and you know, you're probably right. So this is not the end of it. I got to make a brace for this piece. So that's what I'm going to do next. That's kind of why the stud's so long here. And I'm going to build the support next. I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, the first thing I've done here is I cut some angle iron. Put it on each side of the control arm. Run it down to there. And I'm going to add some pieces onto this. Okay, so here's one of my crossovers. Just cut it with the bandsaw. It's easier just to get the right angles on that. Minimal cleanup, so crossovers are done. Okay, now I'm going to make my support to go down to the bolt there. It's going to go from there up to the angle iron there on the lower A-arm, and I'll show you what I'm going to do there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here in the bracket for the bolt. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to angle my bracket here so I got more clearance. Okay, so I got my bracket clearance, kind of a V shape there. I'm going about 1 3/4 in. I'm going to cut this. I'm not going to cut all the way through because I want to bend this. So I'm just going to cut it. I think on the other one I did 3 times to get the bend I needed, so probably just going to do about the same thing. So I've notched that. Should be able to bend it. Now I'm going to notch it again. Okay, so after all that grinding and cutting, this is what we got. Once I get it on there where I need it, I'm going to weld that up. So it'll be just as strong as if I would have welded. I could have just put a piece on there and welded it across, but this looks a little more professional, so that's what I'll go with. Okay, so after it's all said and done, this is what I've got. There's my bracket that I just bent up. Angle iron there. Cross member in the back. There's another cross member that is going to go in right across here. I'm going to tack all this up right on the machine here, and then I'll take it to the welding table. We'll burn it all in. But that's pretty much it there. I guess once I get this welded up, I'll show you what she looks like. Okay, so there's the the bottom half of the weld in here. I got it clamped down, trying to keep this thing from warping all out of shape. But I got some good welds on there. Everything's welded up good. I'm going to let this cool, and then I'm going to flip it over. I'll do the underside, just like this. Again, clamping it down to keep it from warping all out of shape. So I'll be back. Okay, so there she is, all welded up, ready to go on. Okay, for the last piece of this puzzle here, we got this, just a piece of heavy flat stock. It's bolted down. It sandwiches the bracket I just made with the original control arm. This is basically how they do it on a lot of the kits. So pretty much just copied that, and that's it. I mean, this is the front is completed here. So that's it as far as the front wise anyway. I'm gonna get the other side installed, and then I'll be moving on to the back, I guess. Okay, so the front's done. That's solid, it ain't going nowhere. So now that that's done, I get to start on the rear. I'm hoping that the rear is not going to be as difficult. I'm trying not to overthink this. This is my idea. I've got two heavy-duty 3-inch muffler clamps, and I kind of welded some flat stock on there, heavy-duty flat stock. I'm trying to do two of everything here to make this easier on me, so I ain't got to go back and remake stuff. But there is the clamps. This is the one side done. Well, not done, but the clamps there, they're not fully welded. I got to get everything up there. I got some heavy duty flat stock here that I'm going to use on this mount. I'm just going to go out. I'm going to go straight up with a piece, so there'll be a 90 there. Then I'm going to come off of this, and I'm going to make a brace going back. So I'll show you when I get it tacked up here. I'm getting ready to tack up my pieces. You know, them clamps should hold. The whole rear axle is held in place with two U-bolts just about the same size. So just holding this track anti-rotation bar shouldn't be a problem. I'll find out. You know, I'll run it, see what happens. I'm gonna get this tacked in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so there's the back mounts. I got that one a little crooked, but it's a track mount, guys. So I'm happy with that. I think that's gonna hold up. Hopefully, find out. Letting these cool. Once they're cool, I'm going to get them mounted. Okay, the rear's in, completed. Everything's tightened up. I have my LED light going, but the battery died. I've been out here for so long. That's it. It's buttoned up, ready to go for a ride tomorrow. It's dark right now, so this is what I wanted to accomplish. I'm worn out. I'm tired. I'm hungry, and it's done. So we will see tomorrow. If anything breaks, I don't see why I'm gonna have trouble with anything, because everything I made is pretty beefy. So we will see, I guess. We will see. So I guess I'm going to end it, guys, here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.